So, I'll show y'all this little map of hood honey. So what you're seeing here is a map of the campus that we drew out, and we're trying to figure out, we're not even trying to figure out, like, this is the vision. It's all a vision. None of the land is bought. Sorry, I was looking for something, but I can't find it. Anyway, none of the land is bought. But before you buy it, before you submit your application to the Cleveland Side Lot program, you have to make a little sketch of what you want to do with the properties that you want to get. Okay, so let me just give you parameters of what's going on here. See these lines right here? These are property lines. Okay, I measure out the property in this area, went to the website, and from the street to the back of the lot is about 160 feet. From one side to the other is 40 feet. Okay, so it's about 6,000 something square feet in each individual rectangle here. Okay, so this is north. Kinsman is over here. This is 119th Street. That's Malcolm X. Anyway, this lot right here, the address is 3410 119th Street, Cleveland, Ohio, 44120. You can go there and look on Google and see exactly what this place looks like. Now, depending on if you have Apple Maps or Google, you might see a house or two there, but trust me, there are no houses in any of these places, no matter what Google tells you. But let me explain the vision for you. Let's talk about the main thing, the beehives. They're gonna be back here towards the edge of the line. These little, this green stuff right here, these are trees that are already there. There are also trees right here. We wanna try to keep the trees there, because trees are great. We wanna keep the beehives here, enclosed in a fence. Wanna make sure the beehives get plenty of love. So, like I said, that's north, which means that that is east, and the sun rays are gonna be coming in on the beehive so that it can warm up in the morning and get ready to go make that honey. Okay, the honey house right here is where we'll harvest the bees, not the bees, harvest the honey and the beeswax. Here is L.O.O.F.A crops. When I have 2 L.O.O.F A crops here. L.O.O.F A, in case you don't know, is a sponge. It's not sea sponge, but you can actually grow it. It's like a big old cucumber. And you cut it and dry it, and it's a sponge that you can use on your body. So that's what we also want to sell here. As you can see, this is enclosed. Not like this one. These are different fences. The hives are enclosed with wooden fence. Okay, can't really see through, but we want to paint on the outside of it, bring some artistic flair. But this fence is going to be a fence about 7 to 10 feet tall, but it's a fence you can see through. I guess chain link. These are also trees, but that are planted. And this is a trail. So this trail will lead into the back and all the way into the next street, East 118th. Coming from East 118th, this is all an empty lot right here. Probably want to just keep it kind of simple, but get some community gardens here, okay? People to work on. The line, but this is one of the stars of the show right here. We have these beehives right here, which will be for production. This beehive right here is for show, so that people walking by on the trail can take a peek and see what's actually going on here and start to spark their minds, you know, get them interested, you know, future employees, future business owners, you know what I mean? But they got to see, this is the vision right here. So this trail is going to be where a driveway used to be for this house right here. Fun fact, I learned how to ride my bike right here because this space right here is where my grandmother used to live. So I have so many memories here, and this piece of land means so much to me, and I'm hoping that we can get it, you know, and I know that I need to get the people behind me, because if the people get behind me, then we're going to get this piece of land and do what we're supposed to do here. But the special thing about this is not only do we have a farm here, which is going to be great for tours, all right? There used to be something here called the Black House Art Gallery. And it's dope as fuck. It was something like I'd never seen before. It was an abandoned house, you know. House got abandoned during the 2008 recession. Then a friend of mine who owned the house, you know, she needed to figure out what to do with it. It became abandoned, so she needed to figure out what to do with it. So she came up with this idea of turning it into an art gallery. And she spray painted the whole outside of the house. And some of the inside of the house got some art decorations too. I mean, I talked to some of the neighbors. They're like, oh yeah, that thing was cool, man. She had white people coming down here, you know, coming to visit this thing. Not to say that makes it something, but it shows you the reach that she had. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came to see this and shoot videos and just shoot pictures here. But, you know, the reason you don't see a building here is because it's gone. It got tore down. I don't know why the city of Cleveland would tear it down, but they did. So, and I was pretty bummed out, but my cousin had this good idea that he saw downtown Cleveland one day. And it was to put these little wooden planks up so that we can once again bring graffiti back to this area. But this place was so important to me in the original vision, you know, and it not being there made me care more about the art here. So these two rectangles, I want them to be for expression, kind of like a hip hop plaza, you know, but like, you know, a modern version of it, you know what I mean? And when I say hip hop, not just like the generic hip hop, but like true hip hop, you know? We want to support those 4 pillars of expression in hip hop here, you know what I'm saying? You got b-boying, right, which is dancing. You got DJing, which is obvious. You got MCing, which is rapping. You know what I'm saying? And we also got graffiti, which is art. All right. And we want to put it right here. Mind you, all these other squares out here, people live here. Okay. Or people used to live here. Some of them, these are also abandoned, but people are going to be walking back and forth here. You know what I'm saying? And if we can make this place alive, you know what I'm saying? It's going to make the place not seem dead. But having a place for expression, all right, we want to have it here. You see here, solar powered electric outlet for performance music. Okay, so we got it kind of close to the street so that people walking by can see the performance, can see people dancing. You know what I mean? Some performances will be formal, some will be informal, most will be informal. Okay, but having this space here for people to express themselves is important. It's also part of the idea to just bring this place alive. One of my favorite memories of coming down at East 119th, we lived in Maple Heights, which was south. So as we would come up the street off the map, people would be playing basketball in the street. I mean, sometimes it was 2 basketball hoops. Sometimes it was fucking milk crates stapled to the telephone poles. And my stepdad or mom will get so pissed off because people be out there playing. You know what I'm saying? If it's game point or something, I'm saying, it's an important point, them cars got to wait. We got to get that point. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we want to not turn away from that. We want to embrace that because the streets are for us. You know what I'm saying? This is the open way, open right away. All this back here is private. People own all this, okay? But the streets where people drive, this is a place that's free for people to use, okay? Nobody, like, I know how y'all feel. Like, well, you can't be in the street, it's dangerous. Fuck all that, man, all right? We got to take these streets back literally and use every resource we have. Because if we can put, you know, basketball, you know, portable basketball rims here in front of our campus, you know, to host events like, you know, possible basketball tournaments, you know, to get people playing in the streets, doing something together, you know, to raise money, but really to get people together. You feel me? That's what's important here, because getting people to come together here means that they can see this, and they can see this, and they can see this, and this, and this, but most importantly, this. You know what I'm saying? This is what's important to see working together. You know what I mean? And this right here is important. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's really important that the people watching this video, you know, like, subscribe, and follow this journey, and support and give. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the GoFundMe up yet, and we're still getting our bank situation together. You know, we're trying to figure out which bank we want to go to. But, you know, it's just time for people to know, man, because, you know, it's just time. You know what I'm saying? It's time to make this a reality. All right, it's time to start thinking different about where we live and the people we live next to. You know, because if we don't, then who will? We're going to kick this can down the road for our kids or grandkids or generations past that to solve, or we're going to start the process now, man, because, like, it's nothing but opportunity here, because all this is empty land. And with the Cleveland side lot program, I can just buy one of these straight up for $200 a piece. You know what I'm saying? It's other stipulations that come with it, so we're taking like a different route. But like 2, 4, 6, 8,000, $1,200. This whole space is yours. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. I got that in motherfucking school aid one time, nigga. 10 years ago. So, you know, nigga gets his school check, he can go ahead and cop this if he want to. That's how cheap this land is. That's how good these opportunities is. And we got to do it before somebody else find value in it. We need to find value in it first. All right, y'all. I got a whole bunch more to say, but, you know, leave that for next time, man. Appreciate y'all so much.